Showed me. Alright, let's do this. Continue. Continue. Jack Boyd recovers from head injury. Jack Boyd unable to name attackers. Police chief awakens from coma. We got our new fucking sweet ride is what we got. I was up all night reading an exciting detective story called The Last Temptation in Neptune, but I didn't have time to get to the ending. I'm almost certain the killer is Miss Clemens, but I can't rest until I know for sure. Can I go home and finish the book? No, you cannot. My son was in a car accident. The doctors are fighting for his life now. I just can't manage work today. Can I have the day off? Yes. Alright, who are we giving stripes to? Let's go ahead and throw it on good old Vickers. Alright, so we found out that Careless Love, by the original Salty Dogs. Old Merkabo Beach by Bob Bernard and Friends. Blues for Mr. T. Fire on them in the Brain. White Russian. Whiskey Tinged. Back in Business. Let's go with old Back in Business. North Dakota Bill. I'll be heading to North Dakota. Alright, Mafia, your share. I gotta take everything, kids. I gotta get over 100 grand. One more detective slot opened. Sweet. What do we got? Where we got a spot open? Oh, we definitely need to put him on A. We're gonna go with old Marcus Yessel. Old Marcus Yessel. Then we got room for what? 2 more dudes. One on. Let's go ahead and put two on A. Good stuff. Let's do this. While you were in the hospital, a hunt was declared on all cops. It's like all criminals in the city suddenly went savage. They're cornering officers one by one and beating them to death. Our boys have started refusing to ride out on calls alone. When the situation is really bad, even 2 refuse to go. Alright, we got this. We got this. Got my raise. Alright, let's go with another raise, and let's go with a SWAT upgrade. Alright, what do we got? Vandalism, huh? It's Magnamara, and let's get you 2 pumped up. Gotta start getting everybody above 200. Wee-woo, wee-woo, wee-woo. September 11th. Uh-oh. Some serious shit's going down. Uh-oh. Club patrons found a man lying unconscious in the bathroom due to an apparent drug overdose. Why are... okay. Hold on. Investigations. Alright, what we need to do is we need to archive this case. Then do that. Then go here. Throw these 3 guys on this case. And then tomorrow we'll throw the other team on here. Onto that archive case. I've lost a cop to them leaving for other jobs, but I haven't lost a cop to them being shot or anything like that. Yet. Alright, theft. A security guard knows a suspicious group of teenagers hiding things under their jackets as they walk past the checkout. When asked them to stop, the teenagers scattered in all directions. They ran out of the store to the parking lot. Guard called the police. Let's do this. Alt F4. Alright, investigation is started. So it looks like we got a patron coming in. There he is in line. We got somebody running away. That doesn't look good. That never looks good. Alright. Saw a little fellow in a white jacket. He ordered a cherry juice, drank at the bar, then went to the bathroom with some bearded guy. I thought they were just... I thought they were just up for a little tickle. See a lot of that these days, but when the other folks around found the bearded guy with his nose in the toilet, I knew the guy in the jacket was up to no good. Man suffered a heart attack brought on by cocaine use. He lost consciousness, fell down, hit his head. Man was rushed to intensive care. His condition is serious but stable. So basically he just freaking coked himself out of his mind and then fell forward. This guy had nothing to do with it other than the fact that he was either there or gave the guy the cocaine. One of the booths had a broken toilet, and on the floor beneath was an empty cocaine bag sitting in a pool of blood. I saw a kid in a silly white jacket running out of the club, ran like the devils were after him. Wish I had some of whatever he was on. I was doing my eyes in the bathroom when I heard a terrible roar on the other side of the wall. Me and my friend went to see what's happening and found a drug addict lying on the floor. Of course we called an ambulance, but it might be better if he didn't make it. These smelly druggies only stink up the air on the beautiful planet. You're kind of a bitch, Mrs. Goose. Mrs. Duck Duck Goose. An unidentified woman says a strange surgeon is operating without a license from the basement of her house. He hardly looks like a real doctor. He's old, maybe senile, and always seems drunk. It's fucking... You know who it is? It's Morty. Fucking Morty, man. Dude, now he's doing surgeries from the garage. Got your ass. Get some, son. Put this day in the bag. Go gadget. Check out your screenshots on Steam. Hang tight, man. Alright, what do we got, Ram? How do I do this? Ram. Steam profile. Screenshots. Really? It's the weirdest thing, man. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You didn't, but now granted, I did lose to him on my scout. So we'll have to try again. Chinatown dormitory. A student couldn't get into his room. Try on your scout, Ram. See what happens. It was locked from the inside, and he heard muffled cries coming from within. It sounded like someone was raping my girlfriend. Good lord. All right, let's close that. We got a couple more minutes, and these guys are back. Uh-oh. In a dirty basement, a teetering old man is digging around inside a young man's ripped open stomach. Jesus Christ. Yeah, get a freaking ambulance there. But he was hitting hard. It's crazy. How's he hitting hard? He's just punching you. Hershey's chocolate smells like puke? No, I do not agree. Come on. Come on. There we go. Go get some. Get these other jackholes back. We need some more. We need some more cops. We're a little lower than I'd like to be on this group. Shift A needs to be a little higher. What do we got? A nurse reports that she saw an elderly woman cut off her husband's life support system after a car accident left him in a coma for months. I know his case was hopeless, but it's still murder, the greatest sin of all. According to the nurse, the woman has blocked off the entrance to the ward. Oh, God. The graping. The girlfriend was having a special moment with her new boyfriend. A special moment with her new boyfriend. Poor bastard. Had to hear that whole thing. I live in Sweden, so maybe it went bad on the way here. Maybe. Maybe it did, Cheese Fox. Yeah, but you want to know what's funny, Cheese? You guys have way better chocolate in Europe. So why would you even eat Hershey's chocolate, in my opinion? Assault with an offensive weapon, huh? A trucker called in. He says that a van stopped on the side of the road, and three large men... Some of the side of the road, and three large men got out with shovels. Then someone fell to the ground to the back of the van. I think they had his hands tied up. They hit him in the head with one of the shovels and led him into the woods. God. Homicide report. Hurry up and get back here, McNamara and Truve. It's nighttime. Shit's getting serious. In the night... Come on, let's put on some more tunes. Yeah, look at that. He freaking took you for freaking over 10 grand. How? How did he take you for over 10,000 health, man? It's not murder if you're left-handed. 4 of your officers died. How'd they die? Let's go with the little careless love. Alright, the van is empty, but the engine is still warm. The air is silent and dark. Got your ass. Got your ass. Boom. Jewelry store robbery. This is going to be really close. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time. I think I'm gonna have to send these two in, and hopefully, you gotta go. You gotta go, mother fudgesicles. Fuck! That's the only thing I'm guessing, Ram, is the high level. Alright, we got 3 new frames on the cocaine situation. Aha! See, I told you. I told you. These guys went to the bathroom together. He freaking decided to get a little bit too high. I do, Ram. Yes, I do. I see that regularly. But you gotta remember, I'm leveling super slow. Some of them died from chasing? Interesting. Is this game about sending the right amount of officers to judge a situation quick or what? Kind of cheese fox. There's that, and there's many other things. Making sure you send SWAT when you need to, the paddy wagon when we need to. Also choosing the right choices when, you know, those choose your own adventure pieces come up. There's a lot of different components here. The goal of the game is you retire in 180 days, as you saw him on day 60.
Impressive recovery, Mr. Boyd. I'm still not happy about how soon you're back to work. Well, not happy as your doctor. As a resident of Freiburg, I'm immensely grateful for it.
Really?
Just don't tell anyone, or they'll pull my license.
Well, thank you again for coming to see me at night.
Oh, well, whatever you need, Mr. Boyd. Any doctor in this town would come running any hour, day or night, you can believe me. You're not suffering from headaches. It says here that you are taking painkillers after a back injury. But the prescribed dose is enough to...
Dr. Krasinski, you trust me?
And, sorry?
Do you trust me?
In what way, Mr. Boyd?
You think I'm an honest and reasonable man, Doctor?
You're joking, Mr. Boyd. Thanks to you, my wife finally agreed to buy a house here, and we've decided to have children. Thanks to you, I'm not afraid to visit my patients at night.
Yes, I got that one,
Dragon. You are the
Dragon.
most honest and reasonable person in the city, Mr. Boyd.
Great. You see, Dr. Krasinski, I'm an addict.
Mr. Boyd,
Well, not a drug addict in the way you might imagine. I'm not some weak-willed junkie. Sometimes I stay clean so long that the tablets stay locked in the barn so long they go past the expiration date. But there are less pleasant stories.
You know what?
I once took a whole bottle right there in the barn. Passed out in my own vomit. I almost choked. I fought the convulsions, somehow managed to break 4 ribs. For 2 weeks, my chest was so sore I wanted to die. But for those 2 weeks, I kept swallowing pills. Couldn't stop.
If you want, I could...
I once took a dose right before a party at home. My wife Laura had some old friends over from college. I didn't take that many, maybe 5 or 6 pills, but it felt like I'd taken a few hundred. I passed out while I was carrying a tray of drinks. On the way down, I knocked over a set of Laura's scented candles. The house almost burned down. The repairs took a good chunk from our savings.
Mr. Boyd, if you'll allow me, I just...
As you can see, Doctor, I'm well aware of the seriousness of the situation and the possible consequences. But sometimes I need the pills. I don't use the word lightly. Sometimes I've got to work on cases with more energy than I've got. I can't do it without them. And I know you want me doing my job. So tomorrow, I want you to come here and bring me some tablets. Lots of tablets. 10 bottles. No, better 15. Yeah, 15 bottles. The next 3 months are going to be extremely difficult, Doc.
I would like to discuss your...
You'll bring the pills, Doctor?
Yes, Mr. Boyd. Yes.
Very good. Look, I don't want to trouble you any further. I bet your family doesn't like you running away with me at night. I bet they'd rather I was still in that coma.
There we go, day 60. Yeah, so basically you're trying to make it to day 180 with 500 grand so you can retire with $500,000 and call it a day. Kevin Paulson, next Freebird police chief. Kevin Paulson preparing to take the helmet FPD. Mayor Roger Sports, Kevin Paulson is the next police chief. I trust my family. Oh, God. It's not good. Some friends of mine asked me to help out their animal shelter. They're badly short-staffed. Can I have the day off? Yeah, but come in tomorrow. Today's a great day. Day of my daughter's wedding. No way I can miss the ceremony. Can I take some time off? Yeah, it's fine. Shit. Down 2 officers. Alright. So. Let's go with that one. Start our day. Is the chat in sub mode? No. It's just nobody who's not a sub is talking. That's not something I can control. Alright. So, cases. Archive. Hit and run. Reopen the case. Let's throw Luckett on the lead. Put all of you guys on this. Go get to work. Can improve your SWAT. Sweet. Increase efficiency by 100%. Beautiful. Got my raise. Sweet. Take everything. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. 4 more days. So now we get to do City Hall requests every 5 days. Outstanding. Alright, homicide. 2 teenagers were sitting on some steps and smoking. Black man approached and asked for a cigarette. Go ask somebody else. Go ask somebody else, monkey. The adolescent responded. The man grew enraged, quickly pulled out a knife and drove it in the chest of one of the teens. According to the other teenager who managed to escape, he took a cigarette, quietly sat down on the steps and started smoking. Jesus Christ. There you go, built tough. There you go. Fuck your officers, just let them die.
11 in progress.
Rape. Moore's Queen heard of the neighbor's apartment, panicked female voice crying out, "Help, I'm being raped!" And according to him, all was quiet for a few seconds. Then he heard something about the laundry detergent, bleach, and then some music started playing. What? This sounds like a false alarm, but whatever. Figure it out shortly. What do we got? Fender caught. Good job, Percy. Crushing it. We're going to make Joe Dirt, Percy, our #1 cop. He's coming in hot. Alright. How much time we got on this? 18 minutes. Enough time for those guys to get back. Alright, electrician Jason Pruitt was conducting a regular inspection of the transformer substation and found a dirty, hairy bum who pounced on him like a wild bear. The homeless man bit him pretty severely. Ripping a piece of his flesh from his hand, the electrician was stunned, but managed to run away from the substation, leaving the suspect inside. Alright, you two people can handle the freaking bomb. Turns out that Mr. Queen's neighbors had just bought a new TV and were watching some horror movie at full volume. Jackasses! I got better things to do. I had a feeling. That's 2 rape cases in a row. They pulled this shit on me. 2 teenagers were laying in wait for the paramedics to go to their usual coffee and then made off with their ambulance, who literally turned away for less than a minute. Oh boy. Oh boy, today's a busy day. Tried to do that with Percy, then he died. Whoops. Jason Pruitt has lost consciousness. He's shaking and convulsing on the ground. There's foam coming out of his mouth. Call the exorcist. Keep his head elevated and the airway clear. The homeless man is still hiding the transformer structure's injuries smeared with blood. Shooting out the fuse with your sidearm and run inside, knock in the door and step inside, open the door and order the man to exit the substation. We got this. We got this, yo. I like how it says civilians unharmed. I'm sure Jason Pruitt would have a little something else to say about that. Municipal assignments Cleanliness Day in Freeburg, which will be widely covered by the TV and media. 3 employees from the city services, including police, should come out to help clean up. Go get some. Report on the carjacking. Got your ass. Good job, Percy. You're crushing it. Michael, what's up, man? Black Betty, ambulance. Black Betty, ambulance. I'm a little scared right now because I heard scary stories on YouTube. What scary stories did you hear? One do tell. It's all common sense, these decisions. It is. It is. Well, definitely don't call the exorcist, that's for sure. About a dozen homeless people were sifting through the landfill for valuables. I gotta leave. I'm gonna leave those 2 back. For them, we came across a case with a combination lock. While they were deciding how to split the contents, the group began to fight. A few of them have knives. Eyewitness called the police. Report some of them ready to fight to the death. We'll save them. Just in case. Just in case. Something about deep web and murder. And it's midnight. Oh, man. They got the paddy wagon ready. Got your ass. Throw them in the paddy wagon. Bring them on home. The key, too, is using guys that have a high, you know, the high number. Alright, exotic dancer Marissa Gomez complained about a strange man in a raincoat. Really? One of our rooms can be seen from the street. It's so we can attract customers. Customers, not perverts. This isn't the first time we chase this guy away. He comes all the time wearing a raincoat no matter the weather, and it seems like he's touching himself. Touching himself. John, what's up, man? How you doing, bud? Michael, I think you and Cheese live close to each other.
113A in progress.
I ain't got nobody to send on this yet. There we go.
Looks like we have a situation here.
Alright, man is standing outside the window, pressing his nose against the glass and touching himself under his raincoat. Are these girls, I thought they were strippers. No, it said exotic dancer, right? These girls look like they're doing aerobics. Grab the man by the arm, throw him into the patrol car. Sir, slowly fasten your pants, put your hands behind your head. Join the guy.
214 complete.
Join the guy. A woman called in and complained about her car alarm. This fucking howl woke me up. I have to get up to work in the morning. I looked out the window and saw a dark figure duck in the alley. I think there's someone trying to steal a car. All right, Percy. Make the magic happen. Sin, you'll join him for sure? There you go. I knew somebody would. King Louis nightclub. The bouncer at the nightclub refused entrance to 5 lowlifes, hinting that flip-flops and sweatpants will chase off the women. The lowlifes got angry and decided to teach the bouncer some manners. A fight ensued. Oh boy. They're in flip-flops and sweatpants. How much of a fight can really ensue, by the way? Fuck. Nether hit and run? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so we got more images. Oh. We have to decide whether this guy was hit by... They said gray paint, right? The medical examiner. That immediately a heavy vehicle struck him at high speed. The bruise on his body showed traces of a grill. So we might be looking for a Jeep or a truck. Soft tissue contained fragments of a windshield. Victim's clothes show traces of gray paint. So I'm going to say it's this one. These ones are out. The question is, was he walking in the crosswalk or not? Looks like here he wasn't. Looks like here he wasn't. All right. Well, we're going to need more because these two are out anyways. We need more. No one's trying to steal cars. The vehicle security system is too sensitive and reacts even to the slightest noise. I had a feeling. That was bullshit. There were some people that called the police because they heard screaming in their neighborhood house. It was just a guy screaming at a spider. Pretty similar to the shit that we deal with in this game. Perfect. There we go. Alright, end of the day. Good work, everybody. Good work. Oh, lovely paperwork.
Mr. Boyd, I'm going home. Do you need anything?
Oh, no, don't go. I need to talk to you. I won't keep you long. I just need to make one phone call and I'll be right out, okay?
Of course, Mr. Boyd.
Sweet rotary phones.
Do you know what time it is?
I didn't mean, well, maybe I did. Guess I'm a son of a bitch.
Jack? Good Lord, Jack, I wanted to talk to you. Was wondering if you'd call. How do you feel?
I'm good, Mrs. Markham. Better than ever. The back pain is gone, the insomnia is gone, my hair is growing back, and my pathological indecisiveness seems to have run off somewhere.
Jack, if you think I had anything to do with that...
I'll waste no more time trying to think, Mrs. Markham. Every second counts. There's a lot to do. And one of those things is finding Laura.
Jack, your tone is scaring me.
Good. Turns out I have a knack for that. Scaring people. So, Mrs. Markham, I'm gonna look for my wife, and if you somehow get in my way, I'll send a special squad to your house. First they'll throw your dog in the fire, then they'll arrest you for prostitution.
What?
That's great.
What the heck? Prostitution?
Sometimes it's necessary to invent charges. It's not like I can arrest you for being an unbearable bitch. Emma, I need a detective.
Oh, of course, Mr. Boyd. What shift?
No, not one of ours. A private detective.
Oh.
I know that when your father stole your mother's jewelry and left her, you hired a private investigator. You didn't go to the police.
You know, Mr. Boyd, it was a family problem, and we felt that it would...
I understand perfectly, Emma. You don't need to explain anything. I'm in a similar situation. As you might have heard, my wife left the house. She's missing, you could say.
I'm not sure what you're...
I know you've heard all about it. I want her found, but I don't want the department involved. Same reason you didn't. So I decided to hire your private detective. Think you can arrange it?
Oh, of course, Mr. Boyd. I'll call him and arrange everything. And don't worry, he'll keep it a secret.
Fine. What do you need from me?
Well, just gather all the information that might be useful and put it in an envelope, bring it to me, and I'll take it to him.
Good. Okay, take the day off tomorrow and get a good night's sleep. The day after tomorrow, I'll have that envelope for you.
That'd always be sweet, right? Could you imagine going to work, your boss like, hey, I need you to do me a favor. And by the way, for doing the favor, you get the day off tomorrow. Outstanding. Crocodile found in inner city river. Perfectionist accidentally plays porn at last picture show. Projectionist, that is. That's amazing. Farmer claims government poisoned harvest. Fire that baby up. Brum, brum. Yesel didn't come into work today. Right after I gave him a fucking stripe, huh? Little douchebag. Today they're offering free admittance to all museums in the city. I'm a big fan of art. Can I have the day off? No. I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Yes. I drank too much. Don't think I can hold it together. No. This dude is beat. He's only down to two. He's down to two whatevers. Old Merkbo Ranch. And then they don't. LGB protest. For several years, we've consistently pestered by the LGB organization with its constant whining about gay rights. Recently, things have been relatively quiet, but last week, 3 high school teachers were fired under laws banning the promotion of homosexuality among adolescents. These teachers spread LGB brochures among our school children, teaching them tolerance. We dismissed them fairly and according to the law, but activists are gathered outside the school rioting in protest. The children aren't there to learn about men kissing and all the rest of their circus. The participants need to be taught a lesson, so they'll think twice next time they climb out of their holes. Holes. I said holes. Jack, the teachers were actually fired according to local law, Barberg, as it is. However, the protesters have a right to assemble and express themselves as long as no one is in danger. I have a couple ideas about how you can cover yourself if things go sideways. Forge a letter complete with a church seal listing secrets that you supposedly shared in the confessional a few years ago, or redact so prosecutor won't get any compromising information. We'll add a postscript. 25 grand. We're all right. Boom. Weekly salary coming in hot.
417 in progress.
Alright, what do we got? Threatening phone calls. Alla Paget said this is the second time a man called her on the phone threatening her, saying he's going to feed lead to her whole family. Jesus. Heard some men laughing in the background talking about how they can't wait to finally try out their new machine guns on live targets. Quite a well-known political activist in Freeburg, so the threats could be related to my work. This ought to be interesting. Screw the church. Suppress the protest by force. I don't want to suppress it by force, but I just want to suppress it. Yeah, whatever. This is a very good game. I feel confident sending those guys, the extra guys in there, because these other ones will be back. So, jeez. Prostitution. Russell Slipher is enraged in the presence of prostitutes along a road on the outskirts of the city. Apparently there are a dozen prostitutes lined up, and they practically throwing themselves at passing vehicles. Some are exposing their breasts and asses in an attempt to attract customers. Get over here right away to deal with the shamelessness. Child molestation. Kathleen Campo said that her friend Stacy Payne gave their teacher a greeting card decorated with a heart, and the teacher made an obscene joke and told her to come to his office after school. I pretended that I was leaving, but then I went back to listen to the door. The frightened girl continued. First they were talking quietly, then there was a commotion and screaming and crying. Oh, jeez. Need you guys to get back here.
417 complete.
Oh, yeah. Show me the money. Automatic weapons. Yeah, go out there. It's one freaking teacher, you doofus. God damn it. All because I gave that dude that day off. Oh, are you kidding me? Prostitutes got away. How much force is really needed, Jack? I don't know. That sucked. What? A hysterical young person just called in shouting, "Good God, the prophecy's come to pass. Dozens of zombies are roaming the park. Just like in the movies, oh my God, vampires, Freeburgers, Doom, send the National Guard." Really? I'm gonna send 3 people. It's gonna be like LARPing or some shit like that, watch. It's exactly what's gonna happen. It's gonna be LARPing. Garen freaking Teed.
215 complete.
The man was frightened by a horror film festival. Close enough. Close enough. LARPing, a horror film festival, something. Oh my God, the end is near. The end is near. Zombies and vampires, they're everywhere. The prostitutes run away. I didn't think tits were aerodynamic, right?
10 in progress.
Alright, Mr. Casby complains that her neighbors are arguing very intensely. They're a young, hot-headed couple, and it sounds like they're about to come to blows. Well, what kind of blows? Like, the good kind of blows? Like she's gonna blow him? Because that's okay. Maybe we shouldn't be involved in this.
1210 in progress.
Suspicious individual. A woman says that she was out for an evening jog and she noticed a black guy in a hood following behind her. I was able to get away from him, but I'm afraid this bastard's still lurking in the park waiting for other girls. Why not? Somebody's got an alcohol problem. Free blowjobs for everybody. Alright, city prosecutors have reason to believe that you seriously exceeded your judicial powers in during today's you are calling for an official questioning. Freaking great. No one was quarreling. The man was working out to a loud TV. The woman was making a salad, cut her finger rather badly, and was running to a neighbor, call an ambulance. Her husband was only trying to stop the bleeding with a towel. People, man, I'm telling you. Suspicious individual. There's some guys here who caught a transvestite and decided they'd work him over. God. The man in question is a medical student who also runs at night. Oh, for Christ's sakes. All these false alarms. No such thing as too much force. Ooh, 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 ooh. Boom! Gotcha. The suspect is Bruno Savini, a student. University, dedicates most of his time to his studies. He works at a funeral home. Well, it's the middle of the night, so you and you proceed there. Murder in the playground. Situation more serious than we thought. Alright, hopefully nothing else happens right now because every officer is out doing something. Jake Rushing was killed in a car accident. According to preliminary reports, it appears he was drunk. Well, he does have an alcohol problem. On the job, too. Oh, there's my first one lost. Little Hellrider, what's up, man? Little Hellrider, any of that stuff that we talked about yesterday work for getting your stuff working, man? Later, Jake. Wait, he's dead. I should be able to hire somebody new. Which place was the wrong place? Damn it! The funeral home was the right place. Let's hope he doesn't get away. This many people? He got away? There's this many of you there? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? There we go. Got your ass. Case closed. That many people failed. Each of your employees receives a weekly salary, the ones who are still alive anyway. But if you bury the paperwork, you can pull in some money from any deceased officers' salaries. So long as they're alive and healthy on paper, City Hall would keep printing perfectly healthy paychecks. Oh, crap. That's funny. Let's delay the paperwork just a little while. Okay, we can declare him dead at any time.